Yeah, just read anything on the page there. I'll lock it in. If you can, I know you have a special genre that you like. If you come across anything that would be inappropriate for the general public, just go blank. Like, he put his blank in her blank, and then they...
No, Don, stop that.
Anyway.
Just stop it.
So what I thought we'd do is have a bit of a talk about my hearing aid experiences. I don't know if you've been aware, Meryl, but there have been times where maybe there's been some difficulty on my behalf of understanding your mumbling, faint dialogue that you
So that's the reason you answered the question you thought I asked, not the one that I did, yes. Okay.
So yeah, there's been times, particularly if Meryl's on the left-hand side, because I've had a long-standing problem with my left hand more than my right hand here. And lots of times if Meryl's on the left hand, like she is now, she'd sort of mumble away and carry on, and I'd say, Meryl, speak up,
Speak clearly and eloquently, not my fault.
So how did you, let's give us sort of like a victim impact statement. How did it affect you, my slight disability?
Well, it's quite amusing because I would try and figure out the question you thought I asked because the answer had nothing to do with what I said. So really, not for me, not much.
Yeah, okay, so you just sort of got around it and learned to live with it, but it must have been a little bit annoying, that, hey?
Oh, funny.
Yeah.
It's kind of funny because you answer questions I didn't ask.
Oh, okay. All right, well, I'm glad I was able to provide you with some amusement there.
Thanks.
Anyway, it's not so much about that. My problem has finally been resolved after a long time, after several failed attempts at getting a decent hearing aid. Well, first of all, as I said, my hearing loss is bad on the left-hand side. I'm down in the speech area, which is the important area, down maybe 20, 30 dB in that mid-frequency, the sort of...
dB.
Decibels.
Thank you.
Which is quite a significant loss. It's still, if the sounds in that area are loud enough, like if you were to talk right in my ear, it'd be fine. It's just that they're so much suppressed that it sounds like voices are coming from, I don't know, behind a brick wall or something like that. You can hear them, but you can't hear distinctly what's being said.
Yeah.
Anyway, but on the right-hand side, I've only got small, sort of moderate hearing loss. Now, we worked out that I think that the left-hand profound hearing loss, or significant, how they categorise it, came about, it was noise-induced. About 20, 25 years ago, I took the kids to one of their fireworks New Year's, Chinese New Year's things, where they have the fireworks on a big stick, and they sort of start going off at the bottom and go bang, 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 bang all the way up the tree. Have you seen those things? Yeah. Anyway, and one of them was really close to my left-hand side, I remember, and it went all the way up there, and it was so loud that it actually was painful, and I got ringing in my ear, and it was sore for, I don't know, several minutes. And I can't say for sure, but from that point on, I think there must have been some damage done at that point, because ever since then I've noticed that there's been a bit of a problem on the left side. Now on the right side, I've got what I think they just call age-related hearing loss, which is a normal deterioration that happens as you get older. It's down maybe 5 or 10 dB in that speech area, but not really enough to cause massive problems comprehending things. So anyway, it was really annoying trying to get that fixed, because I have to keep turning my ear like this to anyone that's talking. So I started on this project of trying to get decent hearing aids. Now, I think before it was sold, which I'll talk about how it was sold in a minute, but about, I don't know, 8 years ago or something, I went along to these people. Now, the way it works is that because I'm sort of old and decrepit, seniors get a contribution from the government to help you with the hearing aid. They pay for a part of it. I'm not even sure how much they pay for. I think if you get a really crap old dinosaur hearing aid, that almost covers the whole thing. But anyway, they make a contribution. So, but you get to try them. So I tried the hearing aids. They come back, test it, tried it, test it. In the end, I just gave up. They just keep tweaking and tweaking and tweaking, and I just gave up. And I brought them back to the audiologist and said, thanks, but no thanks, it's not going to work. Went away, forgot about it. Now about, I don't know, several years later, I'd seen advertisements for new improved hearing aids, much better results, whatever. I thought, oh well, maybe things are better now. So I went along, got the hearing tested, and worked out that, again, that they weren't, after trying it out, they weren't that much better. But what was interesting, when they actually looked up my record, because the records are on the database, they discovered that those last people that I'd brought my hearing aid back to had actually claimed that I had taken them and that they were in use. And not only that, every year you get a government-sponsored sort of free checkup to see if everything's okay, and they'd also claimed that I'd gone back a year later for the checkup. So basically, they just pocketed the government subsidy on the hearing aid by declaring that I had collected them. And the first year of whatever they get for the checkup, they'd said that I'd gone back. So what that meant was that if the hearing aids that I was trying were going to be okay, I couldn't get the government subsidy yet. I think there's about a 6-year gap or something before you can get it again. So they sort of messed up my opportunity to get the government subsidy. Anyway, it turns out that if I filled out a stat deck and declared that I definitely brought them back, that then I may well be able to still get the subsidy, and they would then go and ask those crooks, those cheats, those shysters, to explain why they claimed that I'd picked up the hearing aid and why I'd come back. So anyway, I did all that, did the stat deck and everything. However, the problem was that even though these new fantastic hearing aids, this is like, it took about 10 or 11,000 bucks worth of hearing aids, had all sorts of cool things, Bluetooth to the radio, you know, talk to each other, fantastic stuff. I still wasn't really getting much better comprehension on that side. It was amplifying sounds, but it wasn't amplifying the sounds in a way that was useful. Now, remember the test that we did?
Oh, yes.
Tell me, what was I doing?
I had to read to you, and then I had to count to you, and then I had to read something else to you, and you'd change the settings on the hearing aid, and then I'd read to you, and then I'd count for you.
It was so much fun though, wasn't it?
Oh, it was awesome.
Yeah, so what actually happened was that I'd block off the good side so that it wasn't actually, helping, and Meryl would talk to me without the hearing aid in. Yeah, I'd get maybe 50% of what she was saying or read, then turn the hearing aid on and she'd do it all again, and maybe slightly better, maybe 55, 60% comprehension this time. It was certainly a lot louder, but it just didn't sound loud in a useful way. It was sort of almost distorting the sound.
Yeah.
And so it's no good if it amplifies, but in a way that's not useful.
Yeah.
So I rejected those hearing aids as well. Thank you very much, thanks but no thanks, handed them back. And these people didn't try and do any dodgy claiming or anything, they just accepted
That's
that.
appalling, isn't it? It's a bit like doctors who scam Medicare.
Yeah. But what was going on, and I sort of tweaked to this, I think you've got, a 30-day window where you can decide that, you don't want them.
Yes.
And they didn't actually declare that. And they keep saying, "I'll try this, I've tweaked this, try this, come back,
Until
come back."
you run out of time,
And
then say, give us your 12 grand.
Yeah, well, then you find that at the end of you've expired your 30-day window, and you can't, you can't have
Yeah,
it back.
but they are dishonest. People are just...
These ones were. But I did actually have to ask, I said, what is the, is there a time limit on how long I can try? And they reluctantly said, oh yes, 30 days. Anyway, I think after trying several tweaks and tries, I brought it back within about, 3 days to spare or something. And anyway, so then more time goes by, and I see another ad on the internet for an even new, improved, even better hearing aid. So I thought, okay, we'll give it another crack. And so this brings me up to date, and the experience has finally solved my problem. But
she's a good audiologist.
She's a very good audiologist. I'll give you the name of this person when we're finished here.
In the description.
I'll just anyway.
Yeah.
So I went through the whole process again, explained what had happened in the past, pretty much the same story, tried the hearing aid out, it boosted it, couldn't hear it clearly. But this time I was absolutely determined to try and work out why the amplification wasn't giving me a useful, comprehensible result. And it turns out that what it was, I used on an app which gives you a pure tone generating app. There's a few of them just on the App Store, and you can generate a pure tone. And so I was trying all these pure tones and listening to it through the hearing aid in the area where it was doing most of its compensating, most of its boosting. And it turns out that when you listen to this pure tone through the hearing aid, it was actually affecting the sound in a way that sounded like a distortion.
So it wasn't comprehensible.
Yeah, well, that's right. So let's say it sounded like, like that. It came through as, it was broken or sort of warbled. So I could tell straight away that the actual pure tone in the amplification process had been messed up in some way.
Yeah.
Now that means that when my ears try to hear the corrected voice, where it's fixing the bits that are wrong, they're also going to be messed up.
Yeah.
And that's why it wasn't clear. So at least I'd nailed down what the problem was. So it's in the amplification of the sound that doesn't do it truly, even with the best hearing aids.
So what did she do?
Right, novel approach. Congratulations to Sanja from Audika in
Put
Kenmore.
her stuff in the comments, please. Yeah.
What she thought was another approach to do was that because the right side was doing quite well and didn't need much amplification on the loss, we had to get whatever was going on the left side across to the right side. And some of these hearing aids, modern hearing aids, will actually talk to each other. They have like
Bluetooth.
a Wi-Fi, but what's actually a Wi-Fi
Wi-Fi
between them. And so what happened was the left hearing aid became just a microphone, no amplification really going on, sending the signal across to the right hearing aid. So when you or anyone else is talking over there, I'm hearing your voice into this microphone, send across to the good side, and I'm hearing it coming in this ear along with whatever this
Do you have problems differentiation, direction?
Good point. Yes and no, a little bit, because if there's voices and stuff going on over there, it does sound like it's coming from this side, but because this ear is also hearing it a little bit, even though it's on the wrong side, my brain seems to be able to work out that it's probably coming from this side.
I guess also you know what my voice sounds like and where I am in relation to
Yeah, and I know that there's someone over there talking, so I don't really have to think about it or something.
Yeah.
The only thing that might be a problem, I don't know, I haven't experienced this, but say there was an emergency vehicle, ambulance or something coming along here, it might sound like it's coming from over here, and I might get confused.
Well, maybe, but you know, generally with traffic, it's in one direction or the other.
Yeah. Anyway, I haven't really encountered anything that has messed me up in that way, and I've been very happy with this result. So this hearing aid here, this one is just a microphone picking it up, and it sends it across to this hearing aid, which is, you know, the full Monty doing all the work and whatever.
Naked.
Yeah, that's right. So very happy. So actually, I'll show you. Look, I've probably got the card.
Well,
so thanks very much, Sanja, for finally solving my problem. I went right through it. I bought it. Here we go. Sanja from Audika. They used to be called Audio Clinic. Actually, I'll put this up here. Let's have a look. There we go.
And the hearing package you've got was how much?
Oh, well, this one was about 900.
900 compared to 9,000.
9,000, that's right. Because I'm not sure how it works, but I think the government gives you this side for free because all it is a microphone, and I only have to pay for this side. And because I don't,
problem solved.
and because it's only a small amount of amplification that's needed, I don't need really super high tech stuff. So thank you so much. I'm really happy with that. Thumbs up. Now, I'll just give you an example of how it works, right? We'll try it. Let me just put them back in.
There's going to be a lot of editing in this one. I'm not reading.
Yeah.
Not my books.
That's not your book. Whose book is that?
No, I'm not reading.
Just go to anything. Right. So, now, just read anything on the page there. I'll block it in. If you get, I know you have a special genre that you like. If you come across anything that would be inappropriate for the general public, just go blank. Like, you know, he put his blank in her blank, and then they.
No, Don, stop that.
Anyway.
Just stop it.
Okay, so off you go. Now, hang on. I'll do it without the hearing aid in first. Okay, off you go.
Killian couldn't contain his smile either. Yes, you could say that. They can alter the memory slightly. The part blood will be amenable to their suggestion to relocate, and the humans won't remember the council member who visited them.
Okay. You said something about Sanja relocating and some council person doing something. but I couldn't really stitch it together and make anything meaningful out of it.
Good.
Okay? But I got the, just an annoying amount, but not enough to be useful. Okay, let's go again.
Killian couldn't contain his smile either. Yes, you could say that. They can alter the memory slightly. A part blood will be amenable to their suggestion.
Okay. Can you put in retain a smile? They can monitor the heart blood and
no.
Hey?
No.
Well, what do you mean no?
Your comprehension is shit.
Well, it just wasn't a very interesting passage. It wasn't. My brain was going, this is crap. What do I need to know this for?
Well, that's how I feel reading it.
Yeah, anyway. Much better. I could pretty much hear every word. It's just that the story didn't make any sense to me. But anyway, I could hear all the words there. So it was coming from there, into there, problem solved. So there you go. Thank you very much, Sanja. Thank you, Meryl, for doing what you did to contribute to the story. Much appreciated. So if anyone else is in this situation, don't be put off. Apparently it's very common that you have uneven hearing loss one side to the other. And if they don't suggest it, because neither of the previous ones suggested doing it the way that it was finally done, add that into the thing. But it's really very disappointing that apparently a lot of people find that the hearing aids aren't really giving them much comprehension improvement.
Yeah, I think that's the general impression, is that it just boosts everything and you're stuffed.
Yeah.
But a good audiologist will persevere.
That's right. And the other thing that used to happen, not so much with these, but everything, all the background noise and everything was also boosted. So again, it was that differentiation between what you want to hear and all the other stuff was all mixed up. And so a lot of people apparently just take their hearing aids for a while. They don't get enough benefit from it, and they just stop using them. That's a really common thing.
Yeah.
Very
well, especially if they're going to dupe you into getting them, and you can't hand them back because you've been too long because they didn't tell you.
Yeah.
Oh no, you've had your month. Oh, you've got. Oh well, never mind. I can have my money back. No,
that's right. Anyway, I'm not going to be long-winded anymore. That was one of the things that I decided. Do you notice, by the way, that this angle is a lot better? We took note of the angle, not so much from down below, from up top. Sorry for those people that wanted to look up our leg of my pants. Not going to happen anymore. Hopefully this is a more acceptable, flattering angle. So that's enough for now, hey?
for sure.
Lorraine, now I'm actually recording at the moment. We've just made a little vlog, so I thought I'd come and give you guys a bit of a plug. This is Shingle Inn at Indooroopilly. We're on the 3rd level, down near the Mythe End. Yeah, now these guys, Olivia and Lorraine, these are the 2 owners here. They look after us every time we're here. Are you guys related, or?
Yeah, we're twins.
Yeah, sure, you look exactly the same.
Yes.
So you just decided you get together and do this thing and come here and start your business?
Yes.
Are you really happy about it all? Yeah. No regrets?
We love all the cakes. We can eat all the cakes for free every day.
Oh, wow, fantastic. Well, you also won some award. Didn't you? You used to have a plaque here with an award.
Yes, over there.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so they're actually not just average sort of, restaurateurs. They have awards and everything, so well done. Anyway, thanks for looking after us. Okay. Oh, there we are. Lorraine and Olivia, Shingle Inn, Indooroopilly, Community Service Award, Customer Service, wonderful. Oh, and Grace. Yeah, okay. All right, very good, guys. Well done.